and members of the public, media, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, all other protocols observed, good morning. It is both a pleasure and an honor to welcome each of you to the 8th edition of the Consumer Parliament. This event, organized by PURA, has become a vital forum where regulators, service providers, and consumers come together to address key issues and priorities in our industry. It serves as an invaluable platform enabling consumers to share their experiences and concerns directly with those responsible for delivering essential services. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the purpose of the Consumer Parliament is to promote an informed and engaged consumer base, which is essential for a thriving and fair regulatory service. As many of you may know, consumers play a central role in shaping the services and standards we want to uphold, ensuring that they are informed, empowered, and equipped to make the best decisions regarding the services they consume is therefore critical. Raising awareness is a core mission of the authority, and the Consumer Parliament exemplifies this commitment for fostering direct line of communication between service providers and the consumers they serve. This event ensures that consumers' voices are not only heard, but valued, helping to shape policies and practices to enhance their experience and protect their rights. Today's gathering also underscores PURA's commitment to transparency and accountability, encouraging service providers to engage directly with consumers, hear their challenges, and respond to their needs. This forum is an ideal setting to address the pertinent issues that impact us all, from service quality to fair pricing and accessibility. Distinguished guests, I'm pleased to announce that we have representatives from all regulated sectors here today, prepared to listen and respond to your feedback. While I will not speak on their behalf, I'm confident that they bring with them solutions and willingness to address your concerns. Thank you all for joining us at this important event. I look forward to productive discussions and collaborative spirit as we work together to advance consumer interests and for a strong regulatory framework. Thank you all for your kind attention.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Honorable members of the National Assembly, the representative of the Lord Mayor Caribbean Municipal Council, the chairman and board members of PURA, heads of government institutions, all heads of regulated public utilities, consumer groups represented here, colleagues, staff of PURA, consumers and members of the general public, the media fraternity, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, all the protocols duly and respectfully observed. It is both an honor and a privilege to welcome you all to the 8th edition of the Consumer Parliament, hosted by us, the Public Utilities Regulatory Authority, PURA. Today, we gather to engage in meaningful dialogue on issues that impact our lives, our communities, and our future. Your presence here speaks to the importance we all place on consumer protection and our commitment to strengthening this vital area. This biannual event, led by the Directorate of Consumer Affairs, has grown into a valuable platform where critical issues related to consumer rights and welfare are discussed. The Public Utilities Regulatory Authority, PURA, is a multi-sector regulatory body established under an Act of Parliament in 2001. Our mandate spans across telecommunications, broadcasting, electricity, petroleum, and that's the downstream, water and sewage sectors. This legislative mandate tasks us with fostering a fair, competitive environment in these sectors, where quality services are accessible and affordable to all consumers. This day is significant, not only for the discussions we will have, but for the actions we will take moving forward. The Consumer Parliament serves as a vital platform for collaboration among stakeholders, and that is from government agencies to service providers and consumers. By coming together, we can identify challenges, share solutions, and forge a path towards a more equitable and just society. The theme of this year's Consumer Parliament, that is building youth resilience, ensuring fair utility services, and combating cyberbullying, is not only timely but essential as we navigate the complexities of our modern world. It emphasizes our responsibility to nurture young leaders in the regulatory sector. This theme also aligns with our recent efforts to address the challenges young people face online, equipping them with the skills to combat cyberbullying and other negative behaviors. On the theme on building resilient youth, first and foremost, let us focus on our youth, the leaders of tomorrow. In an era marked by rapid technological advancement and social shifts, it is imperative that we equip our young people with the skills and resilience they need to thrive. Resilience is not just about bouncing back from challenges. It is about fostering adaptability, critical thinking, and emotional intelligence. By investing in programs that promote mental well-being, life skills, and educational opportunities, we can empower our youth to face adversities with confidence and courage. We recognize the potential of our youth as powerful advocates for positive change. In line with this, the Directorate of Consumer Affairs has recently launched the PURA Student Ambassadors Initiative, designed to engage young people in our work and empower them to advocate for consumer rights within their communities. young people, especially those here today, we encourage to embrace this opportunity to learn about their rights and responsibilities concerning the utilities they consume. Your voices are valuable in shaping a more informed, resilient consumer base across the Gambia. On ensuring fair utility services, next we turn our attention to fair utility services. On access to essential services such as water, electricity, and telecommunications is a fundamental right for every consumer. Our commitment to ensuring these services are equitable and affordable is unwavering. Today, we will discuss how we can enhance transparency and accountability within service provisions, ensuring that all consumers, regardless of their circumstances, can access the utilities they need without fear of exploitation or unfair practices. Together, we can advocate for policies that prioritize consumer protection and elevate standards across the board. On combating cyberbullying, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is undeniable that technology serves as a double-edged sword. While it brings great benefits, it also poses risks, particularly to young people who are often the most vulnerable. The rise of digital platforms has transformed the way we communicate, but it has also created new avenues for harassment, abuse, and misinformation. PURA, as a regulator of the ICT sector, recognizes its role in educating and empowering young people to use technology responsibly and protect themselves against these risks. Cyberbullying has become an increasingly serious issue, and we have a shared duty and responsibility to engage in open discussions, to raise awareness of these threats, and encourage protective measures. It is crucial that we foster a culture of respect and kindness in our digital interactions, empowering individuals to stand against bullying in all its forms. We are committed to collaborating with relevant authorities to establish effective policies and laws that combat cyberbullying. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, over the years, the Consumer Parliament has generated positive outcomes that have influenced policies across the regulatory landscape. We will continue building on this progress to ensure that consumers across the country are protected and enjoy equitable access to quality services. As we embark on today's proceedings, I urge each of you to engage actively, share your insights, and collaborate with one another. Let us harness our collective knowledge to build a brighter future for our youth, ensure fair utility services for all, and create a safer online landscape. Thank you all for being here today and for your commitment to these critical issues. Together, we can make a difference. I thank you all for your kind attention.
Assembly, the representative the Lord Mayor of Kaniping Municipal Council, colleague members of the PURA Board of Directors, Director General of PURA, heads of government institutions, heads of partner regulated public utilities and all their representatives. And I have noticed that this year they are being represented at the highest level, and we thank them for this. Consumer groups as represented, staff of PURA, media, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, or is it good afternoon? I'm delighted to welcome you all to the 8th edition of the Consumer Parliament taking place here at PURA headquarters. As you are already aware, the Consumer Parliament has become an important platform for our major stakeholders, i.e. the service providers and the consumers, to enable them to interact and dialogue in person on issues of common interest. This platform also provides a unique opportunity for consumers to be enlightened and educated on burning issues in the regulated sectors. The theme of this year's Consumer Parliament, Building Resilient Youth, Ensuring Fair Utility Services, and Combat Cyberbullying, is another of such carefully chosen topical issues aimed at furthering discussions on how service providers can improve on the entire service delivery system, and particularly timely given the evolving digital landscape, including the appearance of artificial intelligence. The rapid evolution of information and communications technologies has revolutionized communication, transcending geographical boundaries. The internet has transformed our world into a global village. However, despite these advancements, the security of online communication and transactions remains a paramount concern and challenge. Cybersecurity, the protection of systems, networks, and data in cyberspace is paramount as internet connectivity expands globally. The International Telecommunications Union, ITU, outlines 3 primary security objectives. 1, ensuring availability. 2, maintaining integrity, including authenticity and non-repudiation. And 3, safeguarding confidentiality. However, despite a series of initiatives being put in place by the authority to keep operators being constantly on alert, gaps are still being noticed in the areas of quality of service delivery and consumer complaint resolution, among others. Today's Consumer Parliament is therefore expected to critically examine, analyze, and identify the strengths, weaknesses, and opportunities and threats to the whole range of the regulated utilities in our industry. Let me reiterate the fact that improving service delivery has become critical not only to businesses but also for the entire national economy. Access to regulated utilities has become an enabler of economic development. Most people and industries rely on improved service delivery to carry out their personal and official tasks more efficiently and effectively. In recognition of these challenges, PURA is committed to collaborating with stakeholders to develop a clear roadmap to address consumer issues in the regulated sectors, particularly those affecting young people. Being constantly aware of their vulnerability as both victims and perpetrators of internet misuse, PURA is dedicated to improving appropriate regulatory measures and educating young people on responsible digital usage and other regulated utilities. We must empower young people to raise their voices and concerns on other consumer protection issues. I urge you all young people present here to utilize this opportunity not only to voice your concerns regarding service providers, but also to offer constructive suggestions that will assist PURA and operators in developing youth-friendly regulatory measures and policies to ensure your safety. The Consumer Parliament provides an invaluable forum for honest and open discussions. I implore you to seize this opportunity to address the exploitation of the internet and promote its positive use for the betterment of lives and livelihoods, among other ICT-related issues and regulated sectors. Going by the outcome of previous consumer parliaments, this platform has already facilitated notable improvements in the provision of services to customers across the regulated landscape. PURA therefore anticipates that today's exchanges and deliberations will also lead to similar positive outcomes in ensuring service delivery. On our part, ladies and gentlemen, we will continue to promote improved service delivered by the operators through close monitoring of the quality of service using key performance indicators and sometimes resorting to sanctions for poor service quality. We also ensure that we constantly dialogue with industry stakeholders in a forum such as this to help diagnose their challenges and inadequacies, and then provide solutions aimed at helping them to improve on the overall service delivery to customers. The authority is committed to always protecting the interests of consumers, while also finding ways to addressing challenges facing the service providers. Let us engage in meaningful dialogue to educate young people about responsible internet use and access to regulated sectors, enabling them to harness their full benefits while recognizing the potential downsides. While technology offers immense opportunities, it is essential to acknowledge that abusing its power can have dire consequences. On that note, I would like to thank and wish you all a vibrant and engaging forum as it relates to the theme and beyond, to include all spheres of PURA's regulated responsibilities. Thank you very much for your kind attention.
Zero, okay. Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon, honorable members of the National Assembly, member of the National Assembly ICT subcommittee, President, the chairman of PURA, our uncle and father, Ali Reform, Director General, Dr. Yoguba, Deputy Director General, Stephen Solo, all the board members and management and staff of PURA who have organized this very important consumer parliament. I would also like to acknowledge all the operators here present from Gamtel, Gamcell, Comion, Africell, DK Telecom, Insys Global, Unique, all the operators. If I don't mention your name, I would like to apologize for that. As you can see, I am getting very old, and the problems of the sector makes me to forget sometimes. So thank you very much for attending. And also to our consumers, I would like to welcome you today on this very important occasion. This occasion today is not an occasion for praise singing or praising any particular operator. The occasion is meant to voice out your challenges and issues so that we can strive together to meet your expectations. This occasion is very important to all of us, and please bear in mind that although you want us to solve all your problems, whether technical or financial, it is not practically possible for any business to do that 100%. And that is why we are here as operators together to listen to your issues and your challenges, and together we can solve the problem. If it was possible for one company to solve all your problems, I'm sure you will not see a lot of us here because it will be a monopoly. So we are here together because we believe that each one of us has special capability to be able to give it to you. So no one company can solve all your problems. So on behalf of all the operators, I want to welcome everybody, and I will not forget also the media here present. As you know, whatever we say here on behalf of all the consumers, the media disseminate that to the entire country and to the world at large. So we would like to thank all the media present, especially I have seen my elder brother here, Mr. Gomez, who is always available on this particular event. On behalf of the operators again, I would like to thank all of you for attending, and I hope we will have a fruitful deliberation today. Thank you.
GSM operators and also the managing director of...
Please, can we respect whoever has the floor? I will not tolerate, side talk, interfering with the thing. If you know you are here and you are not interested in proceedings, please excuse yourself, but allow those who are interested to benefit most from the proceedings, and that includes the PURA staff.
Thank you. And I also thank my colleague, Honorable Umar. We are the two representing the Select Committee of ICT. I will also do apologize sincerely. The reason why I'm late, I lost my brother, the former Speaker of the National Assembly. I'm just from his home.
but we've also put together that it will be a state funeral on Monday. So the importance of this, I've also said, let me just come and also be part of it. Actually, I want to put this to the GSM operators, and I want to, whoever, maybe in group answering, or they can choose who to. In 2016, I am wearing two caps here, a representative and a consumer in Fonyi Kansala. Down from Bulok to Kalagi, before 2016, the chain network was fantastic. Both Comium, Africell, QCell, and Gamcell, to be specific. But immediately after the change, 2016-17, 18, we start getting trials. Currently, I could say maybe the GSM which is much better is QCell. But looking at the area between the Fonyi Kansala, the economic Senegalese base in Fonyi, when you reach Kanfenda, Sangajor, the satellite of Kanilai down to Buyam, you will realize that the satellite in Kanilai, it sees the network. It takes ownership of network. These are the trials that we've got. I think it's also a best platform for us to involve PURA to see whether do foreign forces. Hello? Hello?
Something with the system.
Hello? Hello? Yes. What I'm just saying is the forces of ECOMIC in Fonyi are taking ownership of the network. This has affected the dwellers of the Fonyis.
When you say they take ownership of the network, nothing works once you are...
No, it works, but sometimes it fluctuates. You see a jam of network within the corridor area. And from...
You said this is the strongest there. This even affects QCell as
Yeah,
well.
it affects QCell, because yesterday I was also from Fonyi. When I reached at the Kamfenda, Kanilayan, you have zero in terms of network.
Okay.
So I want to qualify this from the GSM operators. Why that shift from 2017 to date? Before it was okay. Why is it now? And what can they do to support? But currently, we have a QCell antenna that is not finished in Sangajon. So we will also solicit for their support. Thank you
very much. Since QCell...
Gamcell, I thank the honorable member of Fonyi, Almame Jiba, for that person. So it is noted, we'll work with our technical team to see how best we can improve.
First of all, do you accept that the problem is right? That before Yaya Jammeh left office, Gamcell was working in Fonyi Kansala?
We had an antenna at Kanilai then, it was working fine.
So you don't have it there now?
Of course, sometimes there are some
Do you
technical...
have it there or you don't have it there?
We have it there. We have one at Kanilai and Buyam as well.
So why is it not working?
It's still there.
It's still there?
Yes.
Okay. So it could only be a technical problem?
Yes. It's
which you don't seem interested in anymore?
No, of course, it's noted. We'll sort it out.
You'll sort it out?
Yes.
It's a promise?
I will take Almama's number.
When are you going to sort this? Give us a time frame, if possible.
No, anyway, within a week or 2 weeks.
Within a week or two. So within 15 days, this should be sorted. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Can you have African?
Thank you. So as it says my name, I'm the Chief Government Relations Officer and PR. Africa just returned on a tour of the province, the countrywide provinces by assessing the network coverage all over the country, from Koina to Banjul. And yes, Fonyi, in the whole of Fonyi, there's a little bit of problem in terms of consumers, and I just want to refer to what Mr. Jah mentioned earlier on. We are running a business, and in business, you have to look at where you have a good return in your investments. Not to be brutally honest about it. Yes, there's an issue. Even when driving through 40, we realize some drops in networks and where there's black holes and so on and so forth. But moving on now against the fourth quarter of 2025, Honorable Almame will come back and say there's a difference. That's what I can give you for now. Thank you very much.
So for AfriCell, it's going to take at least 4 months.
A quarter, probably. A quarter, most definitely.
Okay.
Mr. Khan, the Commercial Director of Chromium Gambia, managed by Monty Mobile. Thank you very much for that wonderful comment in the first place before the question comes in. I just probably want to get in more info regarding the interference bits you've talked about, because this is something that we have to look at thoroughly to understand, because there has no changes from the period you have mentioned to date that would have led to any downgrade of network. But when it's come to the coverage in the province, knowing the history of the company, the time it regenerated last year, there is a momentum in terms of coverage, in terms of capacity, in terms of service delivery. But I can equally assure you, comes towards the end of the first quarter of 2025, there will be a significant difference along not only the Fonyi Strait, but the whole provinces, inshallah. So this is something we have been working on. We know exactly where the gaps are. It is not something that we will be able to resolve 100% in one go, but in phases. But there will be significant improvement come the first quarter towards the second quarter of 2025. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much.
I'm happy to know that we are the best network in that area. Mohamed Jah, I'm the CEO of QCell. I just want to say that PURA every year used to do this coverage map for Gambia, where every operator's coverage is. And we used to utilize that map to, cover the gaps, especially in areas where none of the operators are existing. So you'll see that QCell is very, very strong in the up-country because a lot of the areas had a lot of gaps. We realized some problems in Fonyi, and as you can see, we are already building some towers around Fonyi to cover that. I don't think that there is any reduction in the service we're giving. What is happening is just congestion. You had one antenna covering, let's say, 15 villages. Now the villages have expanded. You have also a lot of security personnel, economic and so on, who have resettled in the area, who use, telephone or telecommunication frequently. So for that reason, we decided to increase our network around the area. So you will see a big difference in the next, actually, 3 weeks. Thank you.
Fantastic.